Hi friends, this is Sarah from Crafting and Relaxing. Welcome. Thank you so very much for joining me. This is Weekend Updates. In Weekend Updates, I tell you what's going on in the craft room, projects underway, what I've gotten to, what I haven't, all about crafting and relaxing life. I went to Garth in Kansas City, and you're probably wondering how that went. It was amazing. Best show I've been to. I went to Vegas. I went to Eugene, Oregon. Martina McBride showed up. Garth was there. Trisha was there. It was great. The sound was amazing. It was the hottest concert I've ever been to because there wasn't a roof, but still amazing. In Vegas, there were some issues with the vocals mic. So Garth and Trisha both had that issue. In Kansas City, that was resolved, and it was amazing. It was just outstanding. And I really, really, really wanted Garth to Make You Feel My Love, because he didn't do that in Vegas. And to be there with Mr. Crafting and Relaxing and have him do it, and he did that song, oh my gosh, it was amazing. I enjoyed myself thoroughly, and I was gonna even try and get some tickets for Seattle, but the sale of the tickets got canceled, which I think is probably the way a lot of things are gonna go. So it was probably better that they got canceled before they went on sale instead of canceling the show later. I could talk to you for a half hour about that show. It was amazing. But I want to show you projects. We've got a lot going on. So just trust me, it was amazing. It was magical. My friend that went to Eugene with me several years ago was there, and we both thought it was outstanding. The only thing that was pretty cool about Eugene that, you're not going to do the same thing all the time, and I think I've mentioned it to you before, for the show in Eugene, they had church choirs come down and line the walkways and sing "We Shall Be Free." My guess is in COVID times, we don't do things like that, but it was amazing. Okay, so the concert was amazing, and you should have seen by now 2 videos. One was Scraps KC Shop With Me, and then my haul video came out yesterday. That store is amazing. It is road trip worthy, and I had fun every time I went. I went 3 times in one weekend. So say you were going to be in town on a Friday, Saturday, maybe you could pop over both days. The other thing is I went to a really cool retail store. I need to edit that video, find it, edit it, and get that rolled out to you. It was in Kansas City, Kansas. Super cute store. So I wanted to share that one with you too. I found videos. Let me show you what I took with me for my portable crafting. I think we were literally on the way out the door and I grabbed this. This was a kit that I had from before, if you recall. I grabbed this on the way out the door because I like to take a craft project when I travel. You have free time where you're waiting and you might as well be crafting. On the plane, I worked on gluing these flowers together. Now you'll notice they're 100% flat for a couple reasons. A, didn't have any curling tools. This one I use my fingernail on. I do that sometimes. I also thought Happy Mail, and I could curve them later if I wanted. And then I'll probably put pearls or bling or rhinestones or something in the middle of them. And I separated them as I created them. I have sort of my blue palette here. They were all right side up. Did you notice that? I don't want to flip them over because they're double-sided papers, then I might get confused. So I want the majority of them to stay blue side up. And then I did some that were fall. Some of these are flipped over, so there are oranges, reds, golds, some brown. I thought I might work those into my Smash That Small paper pad. And then I had some pink. I know, it's weird. And then these, I haven't glued the layers together, but I was just going through and gluing. Here's one that was loose. We hit some turbulence, and so I had to stop. So that's what I was doing. Had my little tiny bottle of glue. My travel bag has tweezers in it, so I was using tweezers sometimes. And I was just gluing my layers together. And it takes a while, right? And it's a slower process on a plane because it's a little bumpy. But that's what I got done when I was traveling. My friend was over from Kansas, so I really didn't spend much time in my hotel room because obviously I had to go to Scraps KC. So it worked out good that I didn't bring too much, but I was looking for my punch and I was going to grab some scraps on the way out the door and I couldn't find it and we didn't have time. So I took that. As far as crafting, I went to, I think, just those 2 stores. I did those projects. The other thing I did was, if you're traveling, clean out the pictures and videos on your phone, especially if you're a YouTuber and you film on your phone. I found videos that I had forgotten about, not shared. I'm going to look around a little bit. I'm pretty sure Bourbon Creek Crafts, Beth, sent me Happy Mail that I didn't share. And I found some other ones of process videos. This is my art journal page that I did for July. I hadn't shared it. I made this when I was traveling. So I did show you the kit that I put together, but I hadn't showed you the project, I don't think. I threw all this stuff in and took it, and I think maybe I finished it up at home. That's what it was. So I didn't have the stencil or the black paint with me on the trip. I finished that up. I had the pens in the kit, I think. Creativity takes courage, and it kind of does. It took some courage for me to use this stencil, the negative image with the black on this page. So I was kind of proud that I was brave. Sometimes I have a tendency to stick to blue because it's comfortable and I know I'll like it. But every once in a while you have to try something. And the stencil was a little bent, so I wasn't sure if it would work. And I thought, well, I can go over it if it doesn't. But I like how it turned out. And I have a little bit of black here and there to just kind of tie it in. So that was my 6x6 journal page that I did in July. That's one of my goals, that I try and do a page in that book all the time. We have Happy Mail here, and I want to share a couple things. When I was making my Joy of Blue project, if you didn't see that video, check it out. I die cut that big star for the shaker, and my blue tape failed me. If I edit the process video and roll it out, you'll see it, but it tore the paper for the star. So you're making a big star and it damaged the front. That was the first time that had happened to me with my blue tape. So kind of gonna bump that down a notch. Might even take it out of the craft room so I don't grab it and have that problem again, because of course I was in a hurry. Of course I was filming, and it was a great big thing that I wanted to be perfect. So I was annoyed. Okay, Happy Mail. We have Happy Mail from Jill Mays Creations. I'll link to her down below. And Broke Budget Fashionista. I'll link to her also. So let's see. I opened them, but I haven't peeked at all. Look at that cute stamp. Thinking of you. That's a pretty sticker. All the way. There we go. Oh my gosh. Wishing you blue skies and sunny days. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but the background is just the faintest pale blue. It's lovely. Die cutting all that rainbow. Oh my gosh, that must take forever, Jill. That's lovely. Oh, life. This is one of my favorite phrases. I use this in craft projects. It's in a frame that I did in the hallway with a bunch of my favorite stickers and stuff. Life is not about waiting for the storm to pass, but learning to enjoy the patter of the rain. That is so cute. Thank you, Jill. Jill gets these things, Thoughtfuls, liveinspired.com, and she sent me one before, and they are so cute. I think the other one I glued into a journal page. Be happy, pop open here, and then it'll have some sort of cute saying in it. I'm going to leave it closed in case I want to send it to somebody, or I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. Look, it's bright and cheerful. Jill, that must just take forever. It's so cute. And then she's embossed the back. And look at this pop of black. Sometimes we don't think about the black with our pastels and our brights, but oh, it does look amazing. I can't remember. I did some cards a while back. Oh, it was with Basic Gray where I used black, and I just loved how it turned out. That is beautiful, Jill. Thank you so much. We just trade cards every now and then, and it's fun. Okay. Oh, look at this. So she's colored the front of it. Lovely bird. I do like the bird, you know. I'm getting ready to make that bird journal. And she's got die cuts in here. Oh, look at these. Oh, look at this. A beehive and an oval. That is precious. These are so cute. Thank you so much. Let me go ahead and read it. Oh, thank you so much, Carmen. I will enjoy these for my crafts. And I love your bird. You might see this in a project because this could work into a bird journal. And I think this must be like one of those coloring books. She's colored it up. Very cool. Thank you so much. So fun to get happy mail. So sweet, you guys. All right. Okay, I'm going to set these aside and somewhere safe. My room is a disaster. It is. I'm not even going to try and pretend that it's clean. It is a disaster. Okay, let's talk about this item. This is a, thing I'm trying out. I have for years had the Pick Me Up stick. This one is Silhouette. There are other brands of it. This one, what happened was I borrowed this from Noni right after I started my channel. So it's a couple years old. It has a really pointy end. It has a once upon a time flat and sturdy end, but I've been hard on it. I chisel things with it. I've been hard on it. I also use adhesives that are probably eat it. They're not water-based. Then it has this end, and this end you can twist and get some waxy stuff out, and you can pick up sequins with it. So that is what I have used for years. I thought the jewel picker might do something like fancier. I don't know. The thing about the Pick Me Up stick is sometimes you have to actually touch the sequin to get it to let go. It holds on pretty well. I didn't really understand this end. I'm still figuring it out. Maybe that's for when you use actual jewels that don't have adhesive on it. You know what I mean? Like you buy loose jewels and you have to glue them down. So maybe that end helps you. I've been using this end. I used it for sequins. I loved how narrow it is and detailed. You can reach in there and pick, let's get the smaller one right there. I'm telling you, it works good. Seriously. Maybe you twist it out. Okay, I'm telling you, maybe there's a learning curve here. Maybe you just kind of like rub it to get it better. I don't know. Okay, so you can pick things up. It's waxy on the end and you can reach in there. So I did like it when I was using a mixed pack of sequins and I could reach in and pick out the star, or I could get the dark blue one, not the light blue one. Maybe clear isn't the best example for you guys. Here's what I don't like about it, okay? And this is just part of packaging. It comes off. So I was just fiddling around with it and I was like putting stuff and picking them and then dropping them down. I'm going to zoom you way in because if you don't see this, you're going to think I'm like crazy. Probably. You might anyway. So I was just kind of fiddling. I was like, let's get to know this tool, okay? So see those marks on my paper? Here and here and here and here. Look. This black marks paper. Now, if you watch Christy Marcotte, she's using the pink one, of course. And I don't want a pink tip, but now I'm thinking maybe I need one? I don't really understand, but I don't like this. Knowing that now, in the course of using this item, I don't need to touch the paper. I now understand that there is a risk in touching the paper. So I can grab a sequin and put it on there and use this little tippy end and push it down. And I just don't touch the paper. But if you had spent all day or hours doing some sort of fancy ink blending thing, and then you went to put your sequins on and you got a black mark on your paper, I'm glad I'm not there. Yeah. I fortunately don't make those super detailed cards, but still, every once in a while I do. And I was surprised because I was working on my flags that I showed you in Smash Our Stash, and I was playing with those when I got home and it happened to me. So you do need to be careful or don't use the black tip. I don't fully understand it. It's wax of some sort, so maybe that's why it comes off. So perhaps Christy is onto something with her love of pink. I don't know. I'm just saying I liked the black one. But you do need to be careful. I am still using this. I do like it. This is completely worn out. I mean, the ends are bad. The thing gets, after years of not putting the tip on it, it gets a little bit gunky. You can take this off. You just pull it off and then you turn it and a little more comes out. But I may be at the point where there's no more turning. Years and years. I definitely got my money's worth. I'm still trying this, but I did have some issues. So be careful if you get the black one. Or maybe don't get the black one. Maybe with the pink one, there's no problem at all. Anyway, I just wanted to share that because at first I was like, why are there scuffs on my paper? Again, though, you don't have to touch your paper. You can be careful doing it. I just didn't realize that was something I needed to do. Okay, that's where I am on this. Another tissue box came into my life because I have terrible allergies. So this is what I do with my tissue boxes. If you haven't seen this before, I say, I want that. I want this. You could save this for a tiny journal or some other project. But to me, these are nice papers that I'm going to die cut. This is adorable polka dots. It'll be like a piece of thin chipboard. You'll never know it came from a tissue box. This one might be neat waves or a fun pattern. You never know, like a mixed media project. These I think I'll use too because I do use orange quite a bit because on the color wheel it's favorable with blue, which is why they put it on this box, I'm sure. I cut these down and then it's a little bit more compact, right? I get rid of the junk. Then I can sit and do that when I'm in bed or when I'm watching TV. And these are ready to chop up. So you'll see them in some project at some point, cute as can be. You'll just have to remember that I didn't actually buy them. This is what my July daily counter looks like. I'm not quite done, but I have high hopes. You can see I got the box emptied, thinned down. I thought about making a video. In fact, I started it of kind of backing out of this project and how I clean up. It was so long and so chaotic, I decided not to make you a video. But what I do is I go through, and as I'm putting stuff away and cleaning up, I say, oh, nope, I want to use this or I want to put this in. You know, I had these flowers that Mary sent me, so I wanted to get one of those in, so I put one in. So as I clean up, some things I say, okay, I'm either going to put it in my book, or I'm going to throw it away, or I'm going to store it. And it's one of those three, right? And if I had something that really specifically I wanted in my book, then now is the time. I also found this beautiful napkin. That would have been amazing on my bird journal too. But I'm not sure how the timing was. It was in my July daily thing, so I'll have to put that away for another journal cover sometime. So I'm hoping to get that cleared off today, and I haven't started my basic gray project. I hope that you are having a great weekend and taking time for crafting and relaxing. Thanks for watching. There will be more videos this week and another updates next weekend. Bye-bye.